not talk about it much. At times it becomes a taboo to talk about palmistry because of our beliefs. हम कहते हैं कि आलिमुल गैब अल्लाह ताला है, गैब का इल्म अल्लाह के पास है, बट इल्म तो है, ठीक है ना? You have to broaden your horizon. You have to accept the fact, and you have to understand, and you have to admit that there are things that you do not believe in, but they are there. You need to know about it. ठीक है? अब 18th century में there was no electricity. The power was not there. Our life was not as comfortable. But the electricity was there, hidden from our eyes. We could not fathom it. We could not have understood it. We could not have comprehended that there is a force, invisible force, that can be used for our benefits, for the benefits of the life, for the benefits of the society. But that force was there. Although we were ignorant of it, we could not see it. The telephone, the waves were there, the sound waves were there, but we lacked the knowledge, the understanding, but somehow we learned it, we discovered it, we found out, and we took those forces out and started using it for our benefit. Same is the case with the hand. With the study of palm, palmistry, mystery, it's a mystery. Something that you do not know, which is hidden from you, it's a mystery. And when it is revealed, it is no more a mystery. That is the discovered truth. You discover it. And to begin with, technical बातें शुरू करने से पहले, let's start on the lighter tone, on the lighter mode, and let's think and let's start understanding the character, the importance of the hand. Our hand is the tool of our intelligence. ठीक है, ये हम पढ़ते रहे हैं, पता भी है. And we know that our hand, being a tool of intelligence, it is related with our soul, with our intellect, with our emotions, and with our spirituality. Alright? Our hand is connected with our soul, our mind, spirituality, emotionally it is connected. It is connected with the development of our character. The purposeful use of your hand help in developing your character. And what is our character? Not you and I. As humans generally, the civilization that we witness as our predecessors left in the forms of buildings, monuments, other discoveries, and today what we are leaving for our future generation, our hands are helping us. So the development of civilization is also dependent on our hands. Simple? समझ आ गई? So hand is the culprit. Character development, connected with the soul, tool of intelligence, it increases our intelligence. So these are the basic and normal things that we need to understand. Can we think of one example that emotional, spiritual, how is it connected? How does it benefit you? And shows anger and shows happiness. Emotionally, it relaxes you in the form of performing arts. When you dance, the classical dance, it's a performing art. मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा liberal मत समझ लीजिएगा, ये सिर्फ समझाने की लगता है. Okay. The performing arts है. At times you feel so happy that when nobody is around you, you feel like dancing. A good news that you get. So you feel like dancing, you feel like shaking your hands, and you feel, yes. And when you are moving your body, your hands in a rhythm, in a coordinated movement, it becomes an art. Why this happened? Because the mind was working, the mind was dictating your body, your hands, your limbs to coordinate and move in particular motions, and it helps you physically also. How can it help physically? Improving your health. Think of the gyms. What do you do at the gyms?
Exercise.
You exercise, and you try to cure some of the ailments with the help of some typical movements, postures, turning your hands in particular directions behind your back, in front of you, stretching like this, stretching like this. So there are different nerves that are operating in your body, and they are connected with your mind. Alright? So these four limbs are your best friends in improving physically, your physical health, and they provide an opportunity for you to be happy. There are other, like you sing also. When you're happy, when you're sad, you sing. If you cannot sing, you listen to different kinds of songs that suits your mood. Similarly, your hands, your limbs are also your companions, emotionally, spiritually also. Spiritually, can anybody give me an example of spiritual connection? Hand. You pray, yes. Different postures that you perform while saying your namaz. What happens? Spiritually आपको क्या हो रहा होता है?
Eternal peace.
Satisfaction हो रही है. Is something else that is happening? Scientifically?
Internal peace. Exercise.
Stretching of body, exercise, proper circulation of oxygen, proper circulation of blood to different parts of your bodies. Right? When you're standing, your blood is circulating, right? But your blood cannot reach to the part of your brain for some reasons. Normally, the blood is there, it is reaching because it's nature's system. Generally, there is no problem. But with few people, if the oxygen supply is not proper, if the blood supply is not proper, then you have head rushes. Head rushes होते हैं. आप एकदम से उठते तो चक्कर आता है, लगता है कि आपका किसी ने गला दबा दिया है. So why does that happen? ये head rushes क्यों होते हैं? सर चकराना, अंधेरा आना, एकदम सांस फूलना. Because the supply of oxygen is not proper to your brain. So spiritually also, you are connected with the divine power, and while you are bowing in ruku or in sajda, so all those systems, they get connected and a proper flow of blood and oxygen is there. And spiritually you are connected. And your meditation is there. Concentration is there. And when we talk about Montessori methodology, there is one advanced grace and courtesy exercises. There is an advanced exercise where you can say that it is a step towards, or it is an introduction into the life of spirituality, meditation, silence game. You are cutting yourself from the outer world and you are focusing yourself so that you can have some amount of peace within you. What happens when you are disturbed? You lock yourself. You try to get away from people. Or if you are lucky enough to live in Karachi, you go by the seaside. So this is what you do. So spiritually also, your limbs, your hands and your legs, they are there to help you. So, यहाँ तक तो आ गई है ना सारी बात. Connection with the civilization, development of civilization, character, soul, emotionally, spiritually, physically. ठीक है, समझ आ गई? Now let's go forward. Now we have to study. we were talking about the adults. Like Ma'am Anjum said, the work of the adult is different. Less effort, maximum result. The work that the child does, the adult does not do. And it's reciprocal, it's vice versa. So, we have to study the child once again. And what will we study? The hand. Okay. Now let me look at the watch. And how many more minutes I have? 15? 10 कर ले lecture. Good for you. मैं shortcut पे आ रही हूँ. Okay? We have to कितने खुश हो गए पीछे वाले लोग 10 minutes की बात सुन के ना? Studying a child. So when you are studying a child and you are talking about the intelligence and the hand, we will be talking about following two kinds of development. All right, the development of the hand and the walking or balancing. So you must have come across the chart that is given in the chapter, starting from 0 and going on till when the child is sure on his legs, he can walk about, he can run about, and he can carry weights also. So if you happen to observe a child, you must have noticed that a newborn child is motionless. But as the time goes by, when we talk in terms of about developing the language, we say the child is sensitive to the human sounds, but he starts responding when he is 2 months old. It's not that he was not hearing, it's that he was unable to move his head because certain nerves or certain systems were not developed. By the second month, those systems were developing, and when there comes the 2 months, the child is able to turn his head around. It may be the human voice, it may be something else. If it is character can be made, then the child is offered the purposeful activities. Okay? Time is up. And I'm really very sorry I took 1.5 hours. Thank you for your patience with me.
Let's give a warm welcome to the couple because of whom we are all here. And that is LMI's director, Darshami. No. Okay, Darshami, for the time being, there are 4. Right now present with us is Mr. and Mrs. Shamim, their daughter Anila Shamim and granddaughter Zunaira Shamim. Wow. Saturday enjoying their Saturdays. And that is from the unconscious worker to the conscious, from the unconscious creator to the conscious worker, still from the book The Absorbent Mind. And the speaker, if the name, who is the speaker? Nadia Salahuddin. A slight change in the lecture series. Since Sir is here with us, there is a lecture, remember not last month but the month before that, he told us all about the culture and the child and all that. It was so amazing and so interesting. And then there is this one that is something about great stories make great brains. And we are all very curious ourselves to learn and discover new aspects through the Montessori theories and what is that all about. So we will request the cameraman to just turn around that. We will change the topic. So that just gives Ma'am Nadia Salahuddin to continue with her lecture, and that would be better, I think, because our rhythm will break and then the gentleman will speak.
I request to listen attentively. This is the last topic from our side. And as Ma'am Anju said, the name of the topic itself gives you a lot of impressions. And it shows the miracle of the Creator the Almighty Allah, from unconscious creator to conscious worker. When the child is in the mother's womb, the child is unconscious and it is an unconscious being. And this phase of being unconscious continues till the age of 3, because the child is in the unconscious absorbent mind, and whatever he is doing, whatever he is absorbing unconsciously. Right? Now during this highly creative period, many important changes take place. And the very important change is that on the one side, the happenings which were there are forgotten due to the unconscious period, and on the other side, the beginning of memory is there. Right? And there is a boundary for these two sides. What all happenings were there, they are being forgotten due to the unconscious mind, and the beginning of memory has started. Both are extremes. They are having extreme difference within themselves. Now the unforgotten part is known as psychoembryonic period, and in this psychoembryonic period, many powers develop but separately and independently. Like the language is being created separately, the movements of the legs are created separately, as we have heard in the previous lectures. The movement of the arms are created separately. Right? So all these developments are being done but in separate phases. The mental power of controlling also comes into existence. Physical development as well as mental development, both are being done. Right? Now between these two periods, that is 0 to 3 and 3 to 6, there is a well-marked boundary from Almighty Allah. You can see the difference of the child's psyche and the working physically and mentally, both at two different streams. Isn't it? What all the child has learned during 0 to 3 is being developed in 3 to 6. Whatever he has learned unconsciously, whatever he has observed unconsciously, now he is perfecting himself with deliberate efforts, with his willingness, with his liking. This is the main difference between unconscious and conscious period. That whatever the child is doing in 0 to 3, he is doing it without any willingness, without any likes and dislikes. But during 3 to 6 years, whatever he is doing it deliberately and with his choice. Now just see one thing, we find it very hard to recollect anything that happened to us before the age of 3. Just imagine your own self. Many psychologists and many scientists, they have tried their level best to take the person